of migrants, also called DREAM. It's a project financed by the Interreg Danube program. So first of all, I'm going to ask you, Ivano, what is Interreg?
Interreg is one of the key instruments of the European Union that supports cooperation across borders thanks to the funding of projects. Actually, there are several Interreg programs. Probably you have heard about three big types of programs: the cross-border ones across the borders of at least 2 member states, transnational ones and interregional ones. And today at the Project Slam we will be a bit seeing what the projects funded by those programs are doing in concrete.
And why did you decide to start a Slam session?
The Slam session, we have to come back to 2011 when the Luxembourg member states organized a sort of first Project Slam to break the ice and get to know with cooperation projects. Then we had a second edition in 2015 during the 25-year celebration of Interreg, actually. And this is a new edition for this year, 2018, where us as Interact, we want to break really the ice and get those projects to be known also from other stakeholders, regional and local ones, especially here in this wonderful venue and occasion as the week, the European Week of Regions and Cities. And we are very thankful to the organizers for giving us this opportunity, and we want to show the good results, the good practices made by those projects.
So can you tell me maybe what people can expect if they go to that session?
They have to expect so much fun, so many different things, a very different setup and different workshop, innovative communication, and prepare their emotions, because we will get to know how we are improving local challenges related to migration, related to climate change, related to economic development with innovative communication, innovative performances. It's a small Eurovision, but done by European projects and their protagonists.
And so, Martina, if I understood well, your project is going to be participating in this session?
Yes, we are one of the 6 selected projects in the final stage. We are really very excited and very happy for this opportunity, because this gives us reach to wider audiences, to crowds that we otherwise would not get to. And we prepared, I think, a fun piece that will be performed by professional performers who are also, some of them, there are 2 of them, one of them is also second generation migrant in Slovenia, and they will show a kind of typical interaction between a migrant and a public service public institution provider, which will be depicted in a kind of humorous way, but also emphasizing how our tool that we produced in the project Danube Compass, the information platform, can be instrumental in supporting dialogues between public institutions and migrants.
So can you tell me a little bit more about your project?
My project that I'm a project manager of is Danube Region Information Platform for Economic Integration of Migrants, as you already said. So we are trying to improve access to information for migrants in the upper Danube region. So in the 9 countries of the Danube region, along the Danube River, Germany, Austria, Slovenia, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, and Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Wow, you knew them all.
Yes, we are a very large group. We all together, there are 18 partners, so it's really kind of it's actually a challenge to manage this kind of big project. But we are trying to, as I said, improve access to information by raising awareness among decision makers and public institutions in general, how important information is for integration. We believe that successful integration starts with accurate and easy to understand information. So we are trying to do that, and also we gave a practical tool, which is Danube Compass Information Platform, where migrants in 8 countries can find all kinds of information from ranging from work to everyday situations, and in their languages. And the platform covers 19 languages, which I think it's an achievement in itself.
And so you're talking about the importance of communication. So do you believe that right now the information is not given in the right way to migrants?
I mean, there are many attempts to give information, and public institutions has done quite a lot in that. But specifically in the Danube region, there are still many kind of gaps and challenges to be addressed. So we are very happy that Danube Compass Information Platform is, in some of the countries, a very kind of first tool that is available for migrants, let's say in Croatia or in Serbia. And in other countries, it kind of complements other already existing tools. So I think, and what actually many users already commented on is that this kind of platform is also useful for local residents. They can find information for themselves because at some point on the level of everyday life, we all have same needs. We all need to know how to manage waste management, or how to get a driving license, or how to find an apartment and things like that. So I think it has a really kind of wide target group.
And do you already have some practical results?
We we are just launching it, but we went in. We had a prolonged phase of pilot action where we tested it on 250 users, and I have to say that among migrants we got a very good responses, and public institutions were also happy to have it, although they are more set in their ways of finding information. So we will need to do more promotion within the public institutions.
And I'm coming back to you, Ivano. Could you please explain to me a few other projects maybe that you think are interesting?
Of course, we have the 6 stars we have selected, so I will talk briefly about all of them. There will be another one, very interesting one, about the actors that have to fight for the climate change. Actually, you'll be surprised who they are. So they are kids coming from 3 different countries, from Spain, Portugal, and France, and from Gibraltar as well, so 4.
And do they understand each other?
They do understand each other, they do speak a very good English, and they will be performing on stage. Then we will have another project dealing with the restoration, use, and digitalization of Roman cultural heritage in the border between Romania and Bulgaria. So we will see how now this, let's say, this heritage is available to everyone in a digital way. Then we will have another project dealing with the impact of cruise ships on local territories in different ways, from the economic development to the protection of coasts, etc., pollution. Then we will have another project dealing with marine museums, so how to, let's say, recover this heritage and this patrimony and then put it further and share it in a very innovative way. Then we will have as well, let me think, because there are so many that I got lost. Yes, I think I mentioned all of them.
And so what are the main topics that are important in those projects?
So at least for this year, we have targeted the topics of the week. So we are really going into inclusive growth, migration, climate change. And of course, then there is another topic very important, that is actually the cultural heritage, since this year is the 2018, the European Year of Cultural Heritage. So these are the topics we are tackling. But of course, the Interreg programs are dealing as well with transport, with creation of competitiveness and support to SMEs. Of course, we will have also another project dealing with the social enterprises as well. And it will be a funny adventure about social enterprises and competitiveness. And of course, then, I mean, in the various world of Interreg, the programs and the project are tackling the day-to-day challenges that our citizens are facing. So even if Interreg is contributing to the growth and let's say the development of Europe with only 10 billion euros, it's one part of the cohesion policy, but these results that we are generating in cooperation among regions and together are really valuable because they could be shared and applied all over Europe.
And are some projects already used by other regions? Like, did they take some examples to apply for them?
There are many of them. Actually, I think the number will be so huge that it will be impossible to detect or tell you about all of them, but I can make some example. For example, there are several projects related to migration impact or migration flows that databases or studies or statistics done at cross-border area that could be also applied to other contexts. Or, for example, there are several projects about the promotion of museums or ancient, let's say, heritages that are completely forgot because people moved to cities, that now they are recovered and reused thanks to those funding because they are in specific rural and cross-border areas, that now they have been used as knowledge centers or centers for enterprise, etc. And like them, then we have also projects related to the monitoring of pollution in the seas across 2 countries. So where there will be, let's say, some kind of environmental issue, there are some protocols, some common protocols and responses from regions, from different member states to solve the situation in the area.
And how did you pick the projects that could be present at this European Week of Regions and Cities?
We opened a call actually last April. It was open to 100 cooperation programs, including the Interreg, IPA, CBC and the ENI programs. And all of them, mostly a good bunch of them, they have applied presenting their project. They were able to submit 1 application per topic. We had several applications, then a technical jury assessed the application, and from the application we have received, then we went out with the 6 stars that we are promoting this afternoon, and we will show to everyone. And these 6 stars, out of these 6 stars, we will have, let's say, the first 3 awards, of course, and then 1 social media award, which we already know who was, because we have also launched a social media campaign on the Interact website during August and September, and let's say that the winner got more than 15,000 votes. So actually it's a huge number, and we are very happy for the impact this initiative is having, and we want to continue like this, and we will be really praying the organizers to give us again the possibility next year, and why not to grow and to do even more.
And Martina, was it a lot of preparation to come here?
Well, it was quite a bit of preparation to get the application ready, because it had a very specific conditions how to apply. But we kind of luckily found these collaborators' performance in Slovenia. So from that stage on, it was very kind of fun to do it and to create together. And we also had support from the Interact program as well as from our program Interreg Danube. From Interact we got actually a coach who spent several hours with us, coaching us, listening to us, what we are going to present, and then giving us a very valuable advice how to approach it, you know, how to get this kind of audience attention in the most.
And what was one of the advices?
One of the advices actually that I was really, I never thought about it, and he always stressed that usually when you're presenting project, you should always present what you're doing and then the partners. And this is, I think, something that it's all project managers do it in another way. We are always presenting the partners first and then what we are doing. And he said, like, if you don't get interested in what you're doing, then you're not interested in who is doing it. So I think that was, for me personally, that was a very valuable advice that I will apply in my future presentations of the project.
And did you already get to see what the others will be doing?
Yes, we got a sneak peek on the rehearsals. It's going to be quite a tense competition. So we were very comfortable when we came here, but now we are a little bit more insecure. But hopefully our performers were now 2 days practicing all days. So I'm hoping for a good outcome and at least one of the prizes.
And do you think that a lot of people will come?
We hope yes. Actually, we have had a lot of registrations, plus some more people that, thanks to the promotion of the week, got to know about the event. Actually, I mean, we have invested a lot in providing good examples, good stories. We coached those teams and those projects really to make good storytelling. They will be surprising, and it's true that the quality is very high and the competition will be very, very, very strong. And actually, yes, we are waiting for all the people here at the week. You're more than welcome to come and to join us to see what is Interreg in concrete things and to get emotional also, thanks to cooperation and stories among countries, among borders, among people.
So maybe you could tell the audience where they need to go and when?
We will wait for you this afternoon at 2:30 in the Silver Hall here at the Square in Brussels. Come, you're more than welcome, and we will be very happy to demonstrate how cooperation works.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and if you want to see more, we'll be back at 4 today, so please stay tuned.